This is Eagle Al, and let's get straight into it, man. The Jalen Carter smear campaign is real. It's real, man. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure it's because he an Eagle. Not sure because it's just Jalen Carter. But the smear campaign is real, man. People want to see this man fall. People want to see this man fall. So first, I even put out the video. So there's a clip. He's listening to like Playboy Cardi, and you got basically all the Georgia Bulldogs in the car. They like, oh, they got on red. They listening to this. They talking about slime and this and that. I'm almost 100% sure none of those dudes are Bloods in the car. And it's funny that he had Nolan Smith in there. He had Jordan Davis in there for sure. Keely Ringo and those guys. But they only pointed out one guy who is possibly Blood and is in the gang. And that's Jalen Carter. People want to see this man fall. I think it's utterly ridiculous. And it's just not right at this point. It's really not right. Let's start from the combine. I mean, the combine, you put out a mug shot. Then teams coming out, they not going to even take them. They not risking it. But then those the same teams that gave him a pointless interview, like the Lions, the Raiders, this and that, knowing they wasn't going to pick him up anyway. So it started from there. Get to the combine, which the stuff was, as far as the combine, the work at the combine was true. He was gassed. He did gain weight. But I'm hearing so far his conditioning been well. A lot of people not talking about that. He's been well mannered. A lot of people not talking about that. But people want to bring up the video he put out of him and his teammates from since college having fun. Call him a gang member. So now this come out, lawsuit. And this is just a sad situation. I've been talking about this since I've been making Jalen Carter videos. This is a sad situation, just in general. Let me touch on it, and I'm gonna just leave it at that and give my opinion. And you've been rocking with me for a while. This been my opinion before he was an Eagle. I think it's unfair. I think it's unfair. The father of the victim, and prayers up for the victim, the family, and things like that. They are trying to sue Jalen Carter for this. I always say it takes two to race. It takes two or more to race. One person can't race itself. Has Jalen Carter had a history of speeding? You expect that from a young person in general. My first ticket at 18 when I got my license was a speeding ticket and me being on my phone. That happens. So they ridicule him of that. And I'm reading this article. This is a great headline, by the way. I'm reading an article, and this is something I didn't know. A lot of people in my comments were letting me know, but I couldn't really co-sign it. The person the teammate was driving with had a blood alcohol concentration in their body like twice as much as the legal limit. So the victim or the victims, they were drinking and driving and racing. That just sound like a disaster waiting to happen. But to blame Jalen Carter for that, that's a shame. That's a shame, man. And how can I say this? It's no other way to say it. It looks like a grieving father want to blame somebody. Just want to blame somebody. And people that usually live gets blamed. Now, I would say Jalen Carter deserves blame if this happened. They just all in the car together. Jalen Carter drunk, driving, and he crashes. Everybody else is, somewhat drunk as well. But he decided to drink drive, saying he gonna get them home safe, crash. Everybody die except him. Because you see that a lot. The driver usually live. Everybody else usually pass. But they were in two separate cars. It took two to tango. Now Jalen Carter did get arrested for this. It was not his fault. It was not Jalen Carter's fault why this father lost his son. We got to take accountability for this, man. And like I said, I'm not saying this because he's an Eagle. I've been saying this for a while. It's not Jalen Carter's fault any of this happened. Did Jalen Carter do some irresponsible things on his part? Yes, he's racing. But to have this smear campaign and then Dallas Cowboy fans just riding this coattail, I'm not going to go through the comments on this post. Cowboys fans calling him thug, hope he go to jail. Something's wrong with him. He's a blood gang member, this and that. These are Cowboys fans just because he played for the Eagles. But this is the same team that signed Greg Hardy. We already know his history. Same team. They let him go. Well, we need an edge rusher. And we talking about integrity here from a Cowboys fan base. Ridiculous. Same team that advocated for him and wanted him to come to Dallas. They wanted him to come to Dallas. They're like, please just let him fall. Let him fall. Let teams not believe in him. And let him come to the Cowboys. Now he come to the Eagles. He's this and that. Shameful, man. Shameful. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm going to drop this video. 1 o'clock in the morning. Or you guys might see it 1:30. Just wanted to talk about this, man. Like I said, sad situation, man. Do I feel bad for the father? Absolutely. And I have a young son myself. But to try to sue, this is what they saying in the comments. This is what they saying. They looking at it as you trying to profit off your son's death. Not justice, not any of that. People think you're trying to profit. Because, of course, he's not getting $40 million. He's hoping Jalen Carter give him some. Give me some. Give me $200K, $300K. I lost my son. That's not right. It's not right, man. But this is Eagle Al. I'm out.